Hi, welcome to Baking with John. Today I will be showing you how to make a cake step by step. These are the utensils and ingredients that we will be using to construct our cake. I will be showing you the significant value that each will have in the process of making our cake. This is the cake batter that we will be using for the main part of our cake. This measuring cup will help us to determine how much vegetable oil and water we will need. This is the bowl we will be using to put all our ingredients in and put them all together. This is the pan we will pour the ingredients into before we put it into the oven. What I use for my cakes, when I do the cakes my way, I use 2 spoons. A metal spoon and a wooden spoon. I use a metal spoon for taste testing. If there are items missing from my cake, I will add them in because I have extremely great taste buds. For the wooden spoon, this is what I use to stir the ingredients all together. It does it more faster and efficiently than a metal spoon. I recommend you use these type of spoons when you make your cakes. Vegetable oil is what I use instead of butter. Will help keep the cake moist. Eggs will provide the cake with structure, richness, color, and flavor to your cake. For the last ingredient that you'll need for your cake is water or tap water. For me, I will be using tap water. For the first step that we will be doing to make this cake is we'll be using the bowl and the cake mix. So, we'll be opening up the cake and opening up the package that I'll be using with these pink scissors. Put the cake mix in the bowl. All of it, don't leave any out. For the next step in our making our cake, we will be using eggs. So, you need 2 eggs in the process of making your cake. So, first you crack the eggs, crack them good so you don't put any shells in them. Egg number 1. Egg number 2. If you get any shells in your cakes like I did, just simply take them out. The next ingredient that we will add into our cake is going to be the need of our trusty measuring cup. So, we will be using the tap water and we will need 125 milliliters, which is exactly half a cup. Gotta make it precise. Alright. So we'll be putting this into the bowl. We're going to be using the measuring cup once again, and we'll be using vegetable oil. We're going to be using the same amount of milliliters as the water, 125 milliliters, and it's got to be precise, or else the cake might not taste as good if you put too much. Trust me, I've been there. We're going to be using wooden spoons so we could stir the cake until there are no bubbles left. See how it is all like this? It might be a disgusting sight, but it's actually quite good because this cake tastes very good. So we're going to have to get the powder off the sides so the cake won't get messed up in that way. and just keep stirring until we're done. And you're done. Look how beautiful that cake is. It has no bubbles. So that's when you're done. Now, we put the spoon to his side. And with my cooking, I always taste my cakes just in case. Don't worry, it's not gross. That's good. So that means the cake is perfect. So now we're done with that. We can now grease the pan. So how you grease the pan is you either get oil or vegetable oil. There's different types of oil, so you can use whichever one you want. So we open this up and pour some of it in here. Once that's done, you take a paper towel or a napkin, whatever you choose, and you just crumple it up in a little ball and push it everywhere until it's like fully greased. So we take our pan and put it over here. So we're going to use the spoon. We're going to use a spoon, and we're going to stir down all these cake batter into the pan. Once put in the pan, you're going to have to rub it all around so you get every single corner, every inch, because you greased every inch. Maybe a shame if you didn't put it everywhere. Now that we were done putting it into the pan, we're going to take it and put it into the oven. You'll be putting it for 20 minutes, but if you don't have a timer on your oven, you'll be using your watch instead. Alright, it has been 20 minutes and the cake should be done. But to make sure, we're going to poke it with one of these. These things determine if the cake is ready or not. If there's fluff on it, it's ready. If there is something like this, it is not ready. Let's see. Oh yeah, that looks good. So, you're going to be taking the cake out of the oven now. Be very cautious because the cake can be really hot. Wow, what a beauty. Since we just took the cake out of the oven, it is still going to be very hot, or at least hot. So, if you'd like to add icing or any type of toppings of your choice, you just have to wait 3 minutes so it doesn't melt any of the toppings that you put on. And that's all I have to do. Thank you for tuning in with Cooking with John. You can use these tips into your own personal use and have fun cooking with your friends. How's your cake?
Oh, it's a good try. Delicious.
And nutritious.
Marvelous.